Hey guys, I know it's been forever, but I thought I have to post something for GeekWeek. I have to. So I thought, since it's really early and I have already, oops, sorry, I am so sorry about that. I'm using my iPod. I don't have my webcam working and my computer wants to be a pain in the buttocks, so I decided, since I love you guys so much, and I know I only have 4 subscribers, but oh well, I still love you guys, the guys that have subscribed to me. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I decided for Geek Week I'll show you my Pokémon collection. Not the cards, thankfully, I have over 1,000 of those. I'll show you my little collection of trinkets I have here. First off, there's my Kyrium box. And the stuff that is inside my Kyrium box, which is cards. I have my DS holder. Oh, it's two-sided, but I got a stain on it. I don't know how I did that. I have my Superior and Rayquaza X box. I don't know if you want to. Ow, my arm is tired. Ugh. That's what that one, closer up, looks like. It's holographic. That makes it awesome. And Rayquaza just looks badass. Excuse my French. Ollie would kill me. I have my Mewtwo card. Me. He's so cool, even though it's not useful in any kind of way. It still looks cool. My 3 plushies that I've had since I was tiny. Patchy. He talks, but it's supposed to be quiet right now, so Baneri and my Shellos. Knock the stuff off my otaku room here. Is covered in junk. And then we have my figurines. I have over 60 figurines. Oh, and the Lugia up here is 2 different Pokemon. I put them on top of each other. No, I already know what you guys are thinking. And then this is not a Pokemon, but it's Thor. I love you, Thor. I love you, Thor. Oh, and for otaku-ness, I don't know if you guys have subscribed to my DeviantArt, but I have this. Oh, and if you want to subscribe to my DeviantArt, it is pain hash the hash imp hash. No hash at the end of imp, sorry. Pain hash the hash imp. Not hashtag, hash as in the little dash thing, not the lower one. And then I have to show you my otaku room that is a complete mess, because it is a complete mess and I have not bothered to clean it. I will show you why I am staying up so late. It's, yeah, no. It's a mess. And for Geek Week, I shall give you the story why I decided to start a gaming section on my YouTube that I have so sadly yet to start. My computer is having a DirectX problem, where it won't let me, play SPC. I decided the first one I was going to start was either Amnesia or SPC. And SPC is the only thing I can get working, but sadly now SPC won't work because something got up with my DirectX, and we all know how DirectX is with giving us viruses. I shall now steadily hold this to the best of my abilities. I know you guys been saying, hey, you need to get a more stable camera angle, but when I'm using an iPod, that's pretty difficult to do. So until money falls into my lap to get better stuff, we're stuck with crappiness. I am having a DirectX problem, but that's not the story. I've always been a gamer. I love video games. I mean, I know it's odd for a girl, but, you know, I was always the weird girl that would wear my blue hoodie and run around the playground screaming, Articuno, Articuno, Articuno. I didn't care what people thought of me. I just loved Pokemon. Pokemon has been my life. I mean, I'm 15 years old, and I still love Pokemon. I mean, my hair is being difficult and it's bothering me. I've lived and breathed Pokemon since I was 5, and I could watch the show on Cartoon Network. I'd watch it every morning when it came on, sat there with my cereal guy look. It's Pikachu! Who's that Pokemon? It's Onix! I would be the screaming food coming out of my mouth at the TV every time. And then I got my first game, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Blue Rescue Team, when the DS came out. I wasn't the lucky kid to have a Game Boy at the time when it was the thing. I wanted a Game Boy very badly, but we were just the poor family, you know? So I popped the game in my DS and I would not stop playing. I cried so many times in that game. Like, at the very end, I sit there literally bawling, and my DS was covered with tears. And I loved that game. And then my dog found it. And I cried, I'd sit there and try to fix it. I even went so far as to ask my uncle to undo the game and try to refix the circuits. I was like, can you fix it? It's dead. Yeah. Well, eventually I was able to get the game to work by, it was only chewed once. It was only bit into once. But it didn't really damage anything, so I was able to fix it. And then my data was erased, of course. And then I got Pokemon Pearl for my 11th birthday. I played the heck out of that thing. It was my first actual Pokemon game and not one of the canons. I loved it, and then I figured out the multiplayer feature. And I would battle with people and GTS trade out the roof. I loved all my friends on Pearl. I mean, I didn't know any of them. I met them all on the internet, of course. But I became best friends with all of them. And I'm half Spanish, so 2 of them were Spanish, the rest English, and 1 British. British people. I got called wanker so many times, but I didn't care. He's still my friend. It was a more playful kind of cursing. Anyway, I loved Pokemon. I mean, I know I keep saying this, but it was my game. I mean, and then you get to my brother, and he's 4 years younger than me. He comes into the world of Pokemon. I traded cards. I beat him. It was the competition to get the best legendary Pokemon and train them. It was a competition to get the first legendary Pokemon. It was a competition to beat the game first when the game came out. I get angry with my little brother, but when it comes to being an otaku, we're both otakus, so it's fun when we can get along on something. Yeah, and then I got into Yu-Gi-Oh, and brother didn't like Yu-Gi-Oh, but oh well. And, yeah, but Pokemon has done so many things. I mean, it can get away from the world of pain and not having this and not having that just through a simple cartridge popped into a DS. And immediately I'm transferred to my 6 favorite animals and my hard training and my bag of things that don't exist, and I can go off into the world of Pokemon, and I'm home, away from home. I literally, I can picture myself running through the grass and catching the little creatures or beating them. I find myself hurt whenever one of my Pokemon faint. I get into the competition when I'm battling the leaders. I laugh every time Joey calls me. I'm like, Joey, please, shut up. Nobody cares about your Rattata. I'm an otaku, and my game is Pokemon. So I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, when I get my stuff set up, I can do some Pokemon run-throughs. I mean, nobody really cares. It's like, oh, it's all been done and said and done, blah blah blah. But, I mean, maybe I can find some fun things to do. Like, I can start a Nuzlocke challenge, or I can play something online. Maybe you guys can talk me into some freaking creepypasta Pokemon. I never played Lost Silver. Maybe I'll do that for you guys. Um, when I finally get this stuff set up, I hope to share my fun with you all. I'm really inspired by people like Tabascus and PewDiePie and Chugga Conroy and I mean, you've never met me before. I'm the newbie on the block, but I hope to become acquainted. Let's not say friends yet. Acquainted with the big guys. Not because it gives me more popularity, but I listen to them. I'm like, I want to do this. I want to get my stuff set up. I want to start getting things done. I'm sitting here wrapped up in a blanket. I'm talking big talk, but I still look like a little lazy otaku that I am. And my Kumajiro is dead beside me, because I am Canada. And, Italian reference. And it's hitting 702 seconds now, and I'm hoping I can get this shared with you guys. #GeekWeek.